This week on Quick Tip Tuesday, we're going to show you how to take a nasty curve out of an old piece of wood. First thing we're going to do is go over to the joiner. Now, it's very important to keep the surface of your joiner smooth and slippery because this is one of the most dangerous tools in the shop. If that wood binds up on the table, then there's really no telling what could happen. This is a Teflon-based dry lube from Blaster, does the job just fine. For those of you that don't know how a joiner works, it's basically a one-sided planer, or some other people call it a surface planer. And what it's going to do is start knocking the high points off of that one face of the wood. And that's going to allow us to then go over to the planer, use that flat surface to mimic it on the other side, so that we have a perfectly flat and dimensioned piece of wood, at least in the vertical dimension. Before you plane, you want to make sure that you know where the thickest point is on the board. This will allow you to accurately set up your planer so that the wood does not bind because you set it too small. Now, if you were to run a board through the planer without running it through the joiner first, yes, it would clean it up, but it would not necessarily take the curve out of the board. See, all a planer does is reference the bottom face of the board because that's what rides on the table, and it transfers that up to where the cutting head is. So because we got a perfectly flat surface on the bottom from the joiner, then we know that the top surface is being perfectly cut by the cutter head. Once you've verified that the face of your joiner is still square, now it's time to cut the edge of the board. Give it a flat surface, which we'll later reference on the fence of our table saw. This Blaster dry lube is some seriously versatile stuff. We use it on our joiner, planer, and table saw just about every day. It makes the tool safer, and it keeps it from corroding at the same time. All we're doing here is ripping that other side of the board off to show you that we can fully create a completely dimensioned piece of wood out of something that was basically a twisted tree before. And that's basically all there is to it. This piece is ready to be used in a tabletop, headboard, the base of a table, anything you want to build. Easy to measure, and now you can cut straight. Oh yeah, there's that bullet. Thanks for watching this episode of Quick Tip Tuesday. Make sure you check out our website, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. See you next week.